Hey Taurus, welcome to my channel. So today we're doing your 2019 tarot predictions, and we have here a little guest as well. I don't know, Taurus, if you wanted to get a puppy, maybe this will be the year to do so. Look. Anyway, let's see. Okay. So, Taurus Sun, Moon or Rising. Let's see what 2019 is bringing you guys. I have here first card, Three of Cups, so maybe some of you will finally have a reason to celebrate something, just in general, feeling more social, feeling more connected, new friends. If you're a female, more female friends. If you're a male, well, still more female friends, but let's see what else. Ace of Swords, so something regarding networking, something regarding communication. Let's see what else. And Three of Pentacles, wow, so this looks like you guys will be working on some creative project or business idea. It could be anything really. This will have to do a lot with a lot of people. And also, you know, if you know astrologically, Jupiter will be in your 8th house this entire year. So this means that, well, it means a few different things. Like, you will have, in general, more access to resources of other people. So let's say if you needed, you know, to get funded in something, or if you needed to raise money, if you needed to find people who have certain talent, who could help you maybe accomplish certain goal, I feel like this will be the year to do so. Let's see what else. So don't do it alone. Try to socialize and try to ask for help when needed, and try to accept help when needed as well. And of course, give back as well. We also have here Eight of Pentacles, so yes, definitely this is about working on something, some project, some idea, something you will be working on a lot this year. Let's see what else. We also have here Six of Swords and Four of Pentacles, so I feel like at the same time you will be, you know, leaving behind some situation that's no longer productive. Maybe some of you will even temporarily relocate to a different location, or maybe change your home, change your residence. And it's important to kind of like maintain, I feel like maintain this year this balance between, you know, like overspending and not spending anything. So, you know, be conservative, but at the same time, you know, if you do feel like you want to enjoy something, do that. But something regarding your residence will definitely be changing as well. We have here Seven of Swords. Let me see what it's about. Nine of Cups. And the Emperor. So if you've been dealing with a situation with the Aries individual, for example, you know, make sure that you double check everything and don't just, you know, I'm not saying you to be distrustful, but more like, you know, trust, but also check. But I also feel like there will be, in general, better energy, like some kind of dream or wish of yours will get fulfilled. So there is something that's unclear, and it can go a few different ways because it's a general reading. So for some of you it will have to do maybe having to be more careful with certain maybe contracts or projects as well, especially if you're dealing with an Aries. But for others of you, I feel like you will be just, you know, a lot of your wishes will come true this year. And on the negative side, maybe not everybody will be 100% happy for you, but again, just, you know, don't take it personally, just still wish everybody only good things, and this is how, like, this energy is not going to affect you. Let's see what else. But here for a wand, so some of you will be settling in a very, very nice place, a place that will feel like home, a place where maybe it will be in a little bit more luxury. So if, let's say, you were kind of like financially tight lately, and you also had to compromise, you know, on a place where you're living, you were not really enjoying your location, I feel like this year will offer you an opportunity to change your home. And especially if you have Virgo in your chart, this will be even stronger influence. We have here the Devil card. Okay, let me see something, because I think I know what it is. And also Knight of Swords and Queen of Cups. So I feel this is about a relationship with somebody. If you are, and this will be for just a few of you, if you guys decide to move in together with another person, probably a person who has some kind of either Capricorn or Taurus in their chart, or just a person who is very, very, you know, sexual, mysterious, maybe a bit, they have a darker side as well. But if you move in with this person, it will be very good time. You will share, let's just put it this way. And we have here Queen of Cups and Knight of Swords. So I feel like you are this person who's already emotionally mature, like you know how to open up, you're comfortable with these emotions, but this Knight of Swords, he's just learning how to communicate, he's just learning things, so let's see what you should do with them. No, you know, don't settle, like assert yourself, like establish your boundaries, but at the same time, you know, give them some time, I feel like, to they are learning, they are putting effort. That's so establish your boundaries and go from there. And we also have here Queen of Pentacles. I think this is for you in general, representing you again, representing you growing your financial stability this year. We also have here Page of Swords. So I think it will have to do somehow with communication, with communication of some sort. And if you are in any kind of marketing field or any kind of communication field, this will be a very good time for you financially. And you probably are entering like a milestone that will fully manifest within 2 years. That will be very, very big blessing. And we have here Queen of Swords again. I think some of you could be either working with women also a lot, or maybe you will have a female important client or important partner, which somehow will help you also get things to the next level. Let's see what else. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, this is all about money. I think it's going to be very, very good month. Sorry, not month, year. For most Tauruses financially. Let's see what else. And Ace of Cups. But you know, the love will be there if you choose so. I think in a way, like, as much as, you know, things always take time, right, in these relationships, but because you will be so independent financially this year, so self-confident, things that used to bother you probably in the past won't bother you as much. So anyway, guys, let's see what else this is, what you want. And if you move into somebody, I need to move in with somebody this year. I think I'm a Taurus. So anyway, let's see what the spiritual challenge of the year and what the spiritual lesson of the year is. I have here Spirit of Challenge. Okay, what is the challenge? Spirit of Initiation. I think the hardest part for you this year will be to start. It's almost like once you get started, things will start rolling. But I feel like some of you probably are doubting if you can start it, if it's worth to start it, if you are going to be able to succeed, if it's going to work out or not. So the main challenge here is to start. I almost feel like once you go past the challenge of starting something, like I said in the reading, the things that showed up, like there's financial opportunities, there's support, there's resources of other people, things that you need will show step by step. But what is required of you and what could probably be the biggest challenge and the most challenging just part of this process is to make the first step, to initiate things. So start now, before 2019. Let's see what else. My Taurus. Yep. Shaman of Tradition. Let's see what else. And we have here Skill. I also have here Loss and Courage. You know what I feel? I feel like some of you think that things will again be the way they were. Like, let's say if you try to start some kind of business idea or creative project or whatever, you in a way kind of hesitating because you feel like, it's always going to be like it was before, it's going to be the same thing. And maybe some of you are also kind of in a way doubting that you have the necessary skills to accomplish this process. Maybe some of you also have lost. Last time you were working on this idea or on this project, you kind of like felt that only thing you were getting was lost. But I feel like things will be different this time because it's really like, again, like what I said before, the main challenge is to start and have courage as well. Like you really have to be brave to face, let's say, even if you haven't done something, like you haven't studied for a long time, whether it's whatever, a skill or like an idea, and you feel like you're gonna go into the room and start working with other people and people will gonna look at you like you're stupid or something. This is the challenge, to overcome this fear. Once you're courageous, and yes, maybe part of it is to say that, you know what, I don't know how to do this, I need to study it, I need to learn it. And you know what's funny, I was just today, this morning, watching this video, I think it was Jennifer Lopez talking or something, and she was like, you know, like, who said you cannot start learning something at 50, like you are here until you're dead. And I was like, yes, totally makes sense. So there's never too late, so just start where you are, don't hesitate. And so let's just see, let's just see if there's any astrological influence you need to be aware of this year. I have here Scorpio. Ooh. and Taurus. I think this is about relationships, because Taurus is you and Scorpio is the opposite. So relationships with other people will be highlighted, whether it's you dealing with project or another significant relationship, it will be highlighted. I feel like, honestly, relationships that you will start this year won't be even, not like it won't be much of focus, but I feel like you are very busy with other things. And relationship will be very significant, like I see even for some of you moving in together, starting something serious. But there's also going to be a lot of other things that will take your attention, so it won't be like, you know, you're just sitting around and waiting for something to happen. Anyway, Taurus, I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you have any questions, let me know. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram. It's Astro in Wonderland on Instagram, and I started doing this daily at random times. Sometimes I just, if I have a moment, I plug in and I do a live video, a live reading. Maybe you can even ask some questions if they're not, you know, personal. So yeah, follow me there. Wishing you amazing 2019. Bye bye guys.